Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Haskins back to the air. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, son. 51, Mike, 51. Already. 51, Mike, 51.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Geis with the carry on second down. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Darnold, he's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it with Bell, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
51. Let him know.
On second down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch twist.
Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Mike 20. Right here. We got tight left. Easy. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, Delta.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Too little, hey, switch.
On first down, Powell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bell takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Powell takes it from Darnold. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end right. You got 3.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're running it. Wow.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold down to throw. Caught here by Bell.
Darnold's pass complete to Le'Veon Bell. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And the Washington Redskins first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. From the gun, it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a deep.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Crunch. Out, 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 out. And lady. Double up, double up. He's hey, Haywood.
Darnold. Finding some room at midfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 39, Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Haskins going to try to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here we go with Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Redskins, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't nowhere special, I just want